gorgeous. Hello, welcome back to Didi Chuchu. My name is Marina, and this video is going to be a vlog again. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the things I do this week. It's Tuesday today. I've been a bit, discouraged, especially to do ceramics. My place is not ready yet. The garage that will be my space for my workshop is still being used as a warehouse for so many things. So I just don't feel really encouraged to use it for my crafts yet, but it's gonna be ready soon, I hope. But anyway, I'm going to show you a crochet project that I'm going to start. I'm actually gonna undo a project that I started, and I will use the yarn to start a new one. The project I'm going to undo, I'll show you soon. It's a summer top that when I saw the pattern, I saw the pictures, I found it really nice. But I realized now that I've made a little bit that it's actually going to be too heavy and too warm for summer, and it's very summery, so I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to undo it, which is a bit sad because I've spent a lot of hours already on it, but it's fine. That's how it works, because if I'm not going to use it anyway, it will be pointless. It will be a waste of time and of yarn. So I'm going to start a cardigan that is more suitable for autumn/winter, especially winter in Spain. So yeah, I'm going to start it soon because I crochet really slowly. So I know that I need time to have it ready for autumn or winter. So this is what I mean by my space not being ready. It's full of everything, but once the works in the house are done, we will have more storage place in other parts of the house, so I can have more space for me. That's my wheel. That's my shelf with my things. I have sewing things, crochet things, the ceramic things, some books. Like I have the craft books here only, a suitcase, and those are the tags I made with air dry clay. I have a video tutorial showing how I made those if you want to check. my sewing machine that I haven't used in ages. Yeah, and all the rest is not craft related, let's say. So this is what I managed to do so far. The top, it doesn't look like a lot, but because it's like a bubble stitch, it's quite long to make each one of them. I know I'm not gonna be wearing it a lot. It would, yeah, it's actually feels a bit tight and warm and heavy. So we'll undo it now. So to make my life easier, I'm gonna use this, I think it's called Bobbin Maker. I'm gonna show you how to use it now. So instead of undoing it just by hand and then getting a massive yarn that would definitely tangle up, I'm just going to turn into a bobbin straight away. I read something once in Spanish that says, descoser también es coser, which translates to unsewing is also sewing, which in sewing terms I think means that if you don't make mistakes, if you don't try sewing things a different way and then you have to undo it, you don't really learn how to sew in full. And I think it applies to everything in life, really, because if you don't try new things differently, if you don't experiment doing things the way you haven't done, if you don't get out of your comfort zone, you don't really live your life at full. And trust me, as I'm saying this, it sounds really cheesy, but I think it makes sense. Just a bit of cheap philosophy for you. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice and tidy and easier to use again. Vegan taco with coconut yogurt, 100% vegan. It's Thursday today. I don't know about you, but for me, the week flies. Where has the week gone? I don't know. The week is almost finished. Anyway, I will start my crochet project. I have my tools, my hands, crochet hook, and the yarn. I think I showed you an image before of the cardigan I'm planning to make. I'm gonna show you again. Also, I will leave the link of the pattern. The girl who made this pattern is in Argentina, but I think, and the pattern I bought is in Spanish, but I think she has some patterns in English too. This pattern, actually, this project is a whole course, so she has video classes too. I'm looking at it right now. So it's really complete. It's not for totally beginners, but I think it's pretty easy if you know the basics of crochet, and if you follow the video classes, it seems doable. I will tell you more later. But now I will start by the main parts, the swatch of the main parts. As you will see in the picture, the main parts, the body is different from the sleeves. The sleeves are nice and big and flower with a big flower thing. They seem very nice. But I'm gonna make swatch of the main parts of the body and then a swatch of the flower for the sleeve. It's important to do a swatch so you can measure exactly the size, you can see how much yarn you will use. I showed you one of the yarns I will use, which is of a top that I decided to undo, which is the lilac color. And for the main part, I will use this beige or sand color. I think they will go well together. I don't have my other yarn here to show you both, but I will show you later. They were both given to me, though, both yarns, this one and the lilac. It was lovely Auntie Margaret, who's Derek's auntie and my extended auntie. She lives in Scotland and she always gives me yarn. She's very into crafts too. And she always gives me craft things. So thank you, Margaret, if you're watching this. I will finally use these yarns you sent me more than a year ago. I'm so grateful to have started crochet so many years ago. It's such a mindful activity for me. I sometimes do it when I'm watching TV or listening to a podcast, or even when I'm traveling, like when I'm in the airplane or in a train. But I can also do crochet and not do anything else, and it's just so amazing. I realized that if I start thinking about something, about a problem or whatever, I make mistakes. So I need to stop thinking and just focus on the crochet, which for me is pure mindfulness, and I can't recommend it enough. If you have never tried it, I totally suggest you try it. There are so many tutorials available for free on YouTube, and all you need is a crochet hook, some yarn, your hands, and your concentration. It's Friday evening now. I just came for a dip at this beautiful beach here. I just wanted to finish this vlog now because I still need to edit it, so it's ready by Sunday. But before I say bye, I just wanted to show you a few images of what I did today. Whenever I can on Fridays, I take one dog from the dog shelter to the nursing home here in Menorca. It's a voluntary work, and we rotate. We have a group of volunteers that do that. I haven't been able to do it in the last weeks, and today I was able to go and I was super happy. I didn't know this dog. She's a lovely girl called America. She's 2 years old, and she's looking for a forever home. But in the meantime, I took her there to the nursing home, and it's just so amazing to see how one dog can change an environment. This nursing home actually is for elderly people, but it's also for people with mental conditions, with dementia. There are some people that are not that old, but they have mental health conditions. So it's a hard place to be. It's not easy. And it's so nice to see how they get so happy. Most of them, some of them don't say they don't like dogs, and obviously that's okay. But most of them are really, really happy to see a dog, in this case America, and to pet her. And she was a lovely dog to for this kind of activity. Some dogs get really scared of the wheelchairs, of or of being in a closed environment, because there's so many dogs here that come from the hunting universe, let's say, which is a horrific thing, and I can tell you more about it in the next in the future. But so yeah, so many of them are really scared, but America was not scared at all. She was super loving to everyone, and it was a really nice experience. I wanted to show you that as well, just to say that if you're looking to have a pet, a dog or cat or another pet, consider adopting instead of buying. There are so many animals in this world who are looking for a family, for a forever home. So yeah, just like America, there's so many of them. Wherever you are, I'm sure you can find an animal shelter. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That helps me a lot. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.